Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Elaine. I hope everybody had a positive start to their week. And I've been doing some thinking, but I've been very busy. That's why I haven't done any videos for about a week or so. There's a lot of running around between my youngest child graduating from high school and just a lot of ripping and running that had to be done, but it all turned out very well. I'm extremely grateful that she's finished, and now I feel like I could proceed to the next level. I did a video last week about, it's a little warm in here. I did a video last week on reinventing yourself and reinventing myself, and I figured I would take you on my journey as far as the reinvention. My birthday is in 2 weeks. So, of course, that makes me feel like I'm beginning a new year. So, as a person that's beginning a new year, I want to make sure that I incorporate positive energy and not, like some people are afraid of getting older. That doesn't bother me because I am on the flip side. It makes you feel like it's things you need to get done or a certain type of way that you want to live, and it's no nonsense type energy for you or whatever. So yeah, it's important that every birthday is your new year. January is still going to be January, whether you come up with things you want to do differently for the year or not. It's still just the new year. But on your birthday, that is your official new year. That truly is. And with that being said, I'm working on the reinventing part about attitudes and paying attention more and trying to be a little bit more plugged in. And with that being said, I was kind of meditating on recovery, which is a powerful word. And I think some people may not realize that they need recovery because they say, well, I'm not strung out on drugs or alcohol, so why would I need recovery? But recovery is a word that is so universal that everybody at some point needs recovery. If you've ever lost a loved one or someone close to you and you mourn a little bit but you don't talk about it and you don't express yourself, then you are in need of recovery. If you're a person that shops a lot, and even though you don't have the money, you still go out and shop, that's a person that's in need of recovery. Like, that word is a huge word, and I'm sure that each and every one of us can pick a place where we need recovery. For example, I lost a loved one, I want to say at least 15 years ago, and I never really got over it. So that means that I'm still in need of recovery. And I smoked for a while, and I'm not even gonna lie, I did not need recovery, but at the same time, I've met many women that have, for whatever they do, whether it's pills, alcohol, drugs, shopping, sex, whatever the issue is, it's deeper than what most people would think. And then we've gotten to the point where we put fancy names on it, like functioning addicts, stuff like that. I've been definitely on a positive road as far as needing recovery until I come across something that reminds me that perhaps I didn't spend enough time in this area. Because most of us, life just keeps coming at you, so you don't get a chance to really stop and take a breath and take it in, or meditate on it, or mourn about it, or talk about it, whatever happened to you or whatever you lost along the way. And then you keep going and you keep going and you keep going, and after a while it comes back and it's like a boomerang. You thought you was okay, only to find out that you need recovery more than ever. It gets to that point that you need to understand what it is you need to recover from. So, with that being said, that's more about reinvention. It's studying yourself and getting to know yourself on a deeper level. Because the more you get to know yourself, the more you'll say, well, you know what? I lost a dog and I didn't really want to talk about it because people were treating me as if it was just an animal, even though it's more than just an animal. So yeah, with that being said, it's really important that you recover or talk about these things without being ashamed of feeling that you're imposing on somebody. We should always have somebody you can talk to about the smallest to the biggest detail. And it's not going to be everybody in your circle, but it should be somebody in your circle that you can say, you know, I need to get this off my chest. Because what happens when you don't? It builds up. And then you end up exploding or imploding, whichever way you handle yourself. And that ends up being a deeper issue. That's something that could have been resolved from the gate. You know, my recovery right now is, of course, mourning a very close loved one that I lost. And not only that, just reminding myself that I matter. Because sometimes you're so busy being the strong one or being the one everybody comes to that you turn around and realize you don't have anybody to go to yourself. And that's really a bad thing. Like most people, they take for granted, okay, well, this person, we know we can't depend on them, so we're not even going to call them. But when your phone is constantly ringing, can you do this, that, and this, that? After a while, you know, you're like, well, hey, can somebody else take the wheel? Can somebody else drive a car? Can somebody else do something? And it's not a bad thing to be the go-to person until you realize that you need a go-to person. And don't wait till you get sick and can't do anything before people understand that they need to step up. And it's not saying, because like with my family, you know, I love being the one that's the go-to until I became older and realized that being the one to go to isn't always a good thing. I need to make sure that I have people in place that are like confidants and that I'm labeling people properly in my life so that they're not disappointing me or letting things go that anybody that's close enough to me knows I don't let go of. And then there's other things that people want you to be upset about and involved in, and it's not happening because I've already lived through that stuff. I am now at the place that I'm picking and choosing what I need to really be concerned about, because I'm a thinker, so I'm an overthinker at times. I'm passionate, so sometimes I'm overly passionate, and it could be me being passionately wrong. You know, and I'm willing to admit that and examine myself over and over again until I get it right. And I think that that's what reinvention means. That's what recovery means. Because when I have mentored these women in these groups, and I did it for 6.5 years, mentoring women in the recovery program, I realized then some of the things that I spoke about and shared with them was stuff I needed healing with and didn't even know it. Because as they're saying their truth, I'm saying mine. And that's what recovery is. It's speaking your truth, getting it out, so that way you don't have to anesthetize your pain all the time. You can actually just cry about something you need to cry about without feeling shame or vulnerable or whatever the thing is. So with that being said, take your recovery seriously, and I don't care what your issue is, from drugs to sex to shopping to workaholics to just whatever the case may be, whatever stops you from expressing yourself or you're overdoing it in whatever area makes you an addict in the first place. And if you're not careful, you'll drop one addiction and pick up another one. I loved mentoring these women in the recovery program because it taught me so much about myself. And the first step was admitting that I was powerless and needing help in whatever the area was. And I thank God it wasn't drugs, you know, to the capacity that I needed to check into a facility. But if I did, I would hope that I would have enough courage and strength to do what I need to do. You know, but in that instance, I'm grateful that I didn't go too far out. I think God allows me to put my hands in on different things so that I have enough that I can express myself, because I don't think I would have related or understood what these women were going through if had I never been an addict myself. And I'm not saying that I was, like I said, non-functioning addict, but at the same time, an addiction is an addiction. And you'll stop one thing and you may pick up another, and it could be eating. All these things that we don't pay attention to, we could actually be trading one addiction for another. And until you get the help and get resolved, that you're going to continue to look for something else to hold you up and be a crutch. And it wasn't until I started tapping into my spirituality and my Christianity that I understood that all that stuff that I was in need of, from a man to whatever, was not really helping me to be better. It was just more dependency. So with that being said, I'd rather lean on Christ and lean on my spirituality and tap into my Christianity and read my Bible so that I can understand that I'm not out there by myself. Because most of the time that we go through certain things, we don't talk about them because we think that we're alone through the entire issue. And the truth of the matter is, there's nothing new under the sun. So somebody is going through what you're going through. But one thing I learned about my mentor program is I don't want somebody trying to mentor me that's never been where I've been. Meaning, if I was an alcoholic, I wouldn't want somebody that didn't ever take a drink. Because you can't understand me if you've never been there. So how can you tell me whether or not this is just in my head or whatever the case may be, when I know that it's real. Addiction is real. I don't care what level you're on with it, it's real. And with that being said, I just hope you guys really take into consideration, reflect on what you've been through in your life that could be actually hindering you from growing or becoming the person you really want to be, because you never actually healed from it. And that's where the recovery comes in. Don't minimize whatever it is that you are feeling that you're lacking or you didn't get or whatever the case may be, and then you drink or take pills or shop or whatever it is that you do to cover up the pain. Get somebody that you can talk to, and somebody that really understands that you're human, and just let you be you. If you need to cry, if you need to scream, you need to pray, whatever you need to do, and by all means, I would rather you get it out than it come out in a bad way, in a bad place, or on the wrong person, or whatever the case may be. It doesn't have to come out on anybody. It could just be something you just need to get off your chest. And once you get it off your chest, then go on. All right, with that being said, I love you guys. Stay safe, stay positive, and until we meet again, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit the bell, send comments, hit the like button. Until next time, love you guys.